テレ東ビズ。
Since 1981, the Hungarian population has been decreasing, and the fertility rate was at the lowest in 2011. And when I entered the decision-making, let's say, I became State Secretary for Family Affairs and then later Minister. So for 8 years, I could deal with the Hungarian family policies. That was my and our main challenge, to somehow overcome these demographic difficulties. And also, as a mother of three, I experienced myself personally what it means to face the, let's say, challenges of being a mother and at the same time a working woman. In Hungary, we really put emphasis on enabling those young people who are in childbearing age to have as many children as they want to in the moment when they want to have them. What I personally experienced is that as a well-educated woman, you graduate from university and then you are at the moment to decide whether to give birth to a child and skip the labor market for at least a while, and then maybe more difficult to return back to your workplace, or to keep on just working and building your professional career and then missing the opportunity of childbearing. So these are at least some of the questions which young people do face. And in Hungary, we would like to decrease or eliminate the financial burdens. So that means that there shouldn't be any financial obstacles in childbearing and in child raising. So when the young people decide on having children in a responsible manner, then we should enable them to do so. The principle itself, it is not to have extra burdens and disadvantages, financial disadvantages, because a couple decides on having children vis-a-vis those who decide not to have children. Because if we spend money on demography or we spend money on family policies, then it's not an expenditure, but it is an investment. I think the best investment ever is to invest in the future generations. So that means that if we don't have future generations, if we have empty cradles, if we don't have babies being born, then we won't need any educational system, healthcare system, or social system later on, but because our population will be shrinking as well in the long run. So I think it's a very good investment, and it has a good turnover. So it means that it has gains, and it proves to be successful also from an economic point of view, because if you have more kids, then these more kids will be able to keep alive our pension system, for example, and then our economies and society at the end of the day. We try to concentrate on boosting economy in the meantime. What I would like to mention is the housing subsidy, for example. Because if we introduce a housing subsidy, that gives impetus to our construction industry, and that, of course, at the end of the day, again, leads to an economic growth. There are many who criticize the family policies introduced in Hungary, but I have to say that Hungarian people are happy with that, and Hungarian people seem to be satisfied for getting so much subsidies for childbearing and child raising. Many of them went either back to Ukraine or more they went further on somewhere, but still many stayed, and also we had to provide these refugees whatever they needed. And the Hungarian people didn't hesitate for a moment to do so, and we will further support